Hello everyone, it's RN, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into the world of Subnautica, and if you haven't played before and don't want to be spoiled on stuff here and there that's from the game, then this is your chance to click off. Also, thank you to my channel members Morgan and Alex Billings. Today's topic is Leviathans. If you never played Subnautica before, you are stranded on a planet called 4546b after some engine trouble.
2, 1.
From there you land in a 2x2 kilometer volcanic crater and should never try to leave it. But today, we will get into all the Leviathan class creatures in detail. Our first Leviathan we are looking at is the Reefback Leviathan. They're pretty much located everywhere as shown on the map, and you can think of them comparably to whales. They do make calls to communicate between one another, and you can swim with them because they are passive, and you really can't say that about a lot of creatures on this planet. So, much love to these majestic beasts. They have large tentacles and a large blue shell encompassing their back, and in fact they are so huge, there's a whole ecosystem living on top of them, hence the name Reefback. And you can even go mining on top of them. It's impressive. They do have bioluminescence along their abdomen and bulbs that the databank states support some unknown digestive purpose, and in their rear they also have tubes that seem to be where the calls are produced from. Also, just want a side note that they share resemblance to the Phantoms from Halo. Our next Leviathan is the Reaper Leviathan, and that call is terrifying. It's also echolocation, what makes it even worse once you realize what it means when the sound reaches you. The Reaper Leviathan is 55 meters long and is a sight to behold. It has red fins across its entire body that have a slight bioluminescence, and 4 mandibles with claws along its jaw used to capture prey, which it will most definitely use to capture you and your vehicles, at which point it will force you to look into its soulless black eyes. If you're hoping to avoid this one, you might have trouble considering there is 25 of them in-game, located in the crash zone, mountains, and dunes shown here on this map. Its bite is very powerful and can cause 80 damage to your health without improvements to your suit, and can dramatically destroy your vehicles. And here's a nice cutscene if you get caught. Up next, we have the Ghost Leviathan. Adults measuring at 107 meters, and they're located at Crater Edge, Grand Reef, and Northern Blood Kelp Zone, as shown on the map. Luckily, only 3 spawn in-game, minus the infinite that guard Crater's Edge. The Ghost Leviathan has a translucent outer membrane that can be compared to the many sea creatures in deep, low-light environments on Earth. Despite its intimidating appearance, evidence indicates that mature Ghost Leviathans feed on microscopic lifeforms, and attack mostly out of territorial aggression, rather than perceiving you as prey. They are hammerheads, which is why they can be seen ramming threats to include you. And the giants use the giant cove tree seen here as their nesting ground, with the massive glowing blue and purple bulbs located there being their eggs. According to PDA scan entries of the cove tree, the eggs were laid there when the tree was small, and the branches have grown around the eggs to protect them until conditions are right to hatch. Up next we have the Sea Treader Leviathan. The Sea Treaders can be found in the Grand Reef, Sea Treader's Path, and Sea Treader's Tunnel Caves. They are not hostile, but they are defensive, so they may attack if you approach too closely to their herd. The Sea Treaders have 3 legs to get around, but their foremost leg is actually their mouth that just happens to keep them stable and is used to consume plant life along the sea floor. Along with their large beak that can also be used as a weapon, they also possess antennae that pick up scents of pastures to graze, predators to avoid, and others of their kind's location. As they can consume all the plant life if they stuck to one area, this promotes their migratory nature to find new food sources and gives a chance for their food source / plant life to recover where they previously traveled. And if you stick near them, you can happen to pick up ore they kick up from the sand as they walk. Our next subject of discussion is the Sea Dragon Leviathan. Measuring at 112 meters in length, there are 3 of these large predators that can be seen, 2 in the inactive lava zone and 1 in the lava lakes, where it lives up to its name Dragon Leviathan due to its reptilian appearance and capability to expel fire. The Sea Dragon is unique with its forearms that are used for propulsion and offensive capabilities, and is estimated to be one of the oldest species on the planet. While it lives most of its life exclusively in the lava zone, it is theorized that it most likely comes to the surface to hunt smaller leviathans due to lack of large prey in its natural habitat. Place that in combination with its large size and the limitations of space within the cave systems, and this supports the possibility their population might be low or even in the single digits and nearing extinction. It's recommended to be cautious near this creature, as they can instantly kill you with its bite outside of any submersible. And our final Leviathan we'll be discussing is the Sea Emperor Leviathan. A lot of what will be discussed for this section will spoil a lot of the story for the game itself, so if you don't wish to hear those details, this is your spoiler warning. This Leviathan measures in at 160 to 200 meters in length at adulthood. It is the largest living Leviathan seen in Subnautica. This Leviathan is unique as it is sapient and telepathic, as you'll witness throughout many moments in this game. Their diet consists of microorganisms, and the one shown is the last of her kind, as its species was said to die off after a disease called the Carabacterium wiped out her species' original food source. Though the Sea Emperor species does produce a natural enzyme called enzyme 42 that can be used to cure this bacteria, it is recorded that due to weakness in the physical condition of the last adult Sea Emperor in captivity, her enzyme was too unstable to cure the bacteria and could only temporarily revert symptoms. But she was able to stave off the planet's extinction with the help of training peepers to bring her food through the facility's ventilation and then distribute enzymes in return that way. And that is all for our discussion in Leviathans from Subnautica. If you want to listen to the dialogue of the Sea Emperor Leviathan, it will play after this quick outro. Hope you all enjoyed the video. As always, subscribe to see my next content, and become a member with the join button below to support the channel, and attain unique badges and emojis for the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
What are you? Come here to me. I am what you seek, want to help you. Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did. My young want to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take. With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give this secret willingly. My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seeds to a new land, or a creature so small it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend. What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.